My name is Valentina Ravaglia. I'm assistant curator at Tate Modern, and I've come to the McManus in Dundee to help with the organization of Artist Rooms Lawrence Weiner, an exhibition of works from the Artist Rooms collections, which is shared between Tate and the National Galleries of Scotland. I wanted to introduce the particular set of ideas behind Lawrence Weiner's work, and in particular his unique understanding of what sculpture is. This could be done by looking at a particular moment in 1968, which was a turning point in his career, when Weiner made an installation outside a college campus in the United States, which consisted of wooden stakes with twine distributed in a grid along the stakes. However, students from the campus decided that they wanted to use this field, and so they cut the twine, effectively vandalizing the sculpture, destroying it in the process. But Lawrence Weiner decided that that act didn't constitute a destruction of the work, that the work itself had already been put there out in the world, and it having been created by the artist and having been put out there in itself was already enough for it to continue to exist as a sculpture. So from that moment on, Lawrence Weiner decided that it was enough to conceive of a sculpture as a thought, as language effectively, for it to exist as an artwork in the world. And the viewer, or more precisely the receiver, as Lawrence Weiner calls his audience, would complete the artwork in their head by taking the sentence with them, by pondering upon the language within their heads and considering the relationship between language and the objects referred to by that sentence. And that in itself was enough to be considered as a sculpture that continued to exist even if it didn't take a physical form. So Lawrence Weiner's work can take a number of different physical or less physical shapes. So they can be statements mounted on a wall, they can appear on posters or as spoken language, but they can also be carried out as actions, gestures, and then the material remains of that gesture. So sometimes Lawrence Weiner has made video and films where his statements are carried out as gestures and as actions. And the filming of those actions he considers to be not individual self-standing works, but versions of the statements that also exist as language.